Welcome everybody, this is your friend, the Connoisseur, and today we'll be having another episode of the Comics That Changed Comics. In this episode we'll be looking at Jeff Smith's Bone. Now, Bone is an interesting comic because the whole concept is, what if a Karl Barks character wound up in the world of J.R.R. Tolkien? Essentially, what that means is, what if a Disney Karl Barks character like Donald Duck wound up in Middle-earth? It's an interesting comic. It blends fantasy with humor. It follows a trio of bone cousins from Boneville, much like ducks from Duckburg, and they wind up in the Great Valley. There are three cousins: Phone Bone, Phony Bone, and Smiley Bone. And when they are chased out of Boneville, they wind up in the Great Valley and are separated. And Phone Bone, he winds up meeting a young farm girl named Thorn, who has a greater destiny than she realizes. Also, there are dragons in this book, which play an important part. But the problem is, other than Phone Bone, nobody else believes in dragons. There's a role for politics in this book as well, and politics play an important part, especially near the end. There's such great comedic sequences in the book, such as the Great Cow Race, where Thorne's grandmother, Grandma Ben, actually races cows. And, yeah, there's a villain called the Lord of the Locusts. Very epic villain. And, well, let's take a look at Bone. It ran for about 50 issues, maybe a little over 50 issues. There's over 1,000 pages in this volume, and it's about as big as a phone book. This actually changed comics because it's an independent comic that's a non-superhero comic, yet every comic book collector I've met has a copy of Bone. I don't know if you've read Bone. Maybe you have. If you haven't, you should definitely pick it up. Go to your local comic shop, buy it. It's well worth a read. Yeah. So, that is my review of Bone. Have you read it? Have you not read it? Are you interested in reading it? Are you interested in reading it again? Share with me what you thought of Bone in the comments below. Share with me if you're interested in reading it. Like, comment, please subscribe. So yeah, this is a comic that changed comics. This is your friend, the Connoisseur, signing off. Take care of yourselves.